Let's go to Nova Scotia. It'll be lovely. Did you hear that? I said, let's go to Nova Scotia. It will be lovely. Right.
There we are. Somewhere out there is Boston. Goodbye Boston, we're on our way to Nova Scotia. Note the fleeces already. It's a wee bit chillier than normal. Much windier than forecast. Well, this is what it's like to sail to Halifax, Nova Scotia. You can't see a thing because it's foggy.
An hour or two later, as we closed the coast of Nova Scotia, it really started to thicken up. And having once told a friend we hardly ever used our radar, right now it was glowing red. So weird, this fog thing is blowing 15 knots and we're doing 6, and there's hardly a ripple on the water. The sky is tantalisingly blue up there, but the sea remains soup. We made it into West Head and Cape Sable Island, and Ian, thinking he was in the Caribbean, thought he might have a quick dip. Oh my lord. You have a look and see how dirty the hull is. Give me a thing. Wow, that is fresh. This is our youngest, Ian. He partakes in triathlons and open water swimming and the like. He gets his brains from his dad. Is now the time to tell him that off Cape Cod there were sighted 25 great whites. Do you remember the great whites off Boston? Well, we saw a shark on the way up here yesterday as well.
So the what you see broke due to catching on something. So Ian's been given, it's Ian's big bottom you're seeing, he's been given the job of trying to lift it off. We think we've broken the bracket.
Well, having fought our way through the fog, we made it to Clark's Harbour on Cape Sable Island. Had a walk around, a look at the harbour and the fishing boats, all very lovely in the sunshine. If we didn't push on through the fog, we were going to be stuck in West Head forever. So we boldly set out, listening to the foghorn blaring away in the background, and eventually we made it to the open sea. Good morning and welcome. Look, it's another day in Nova Scotia.
Motoring through Nova Scotia, wet fleeces trying to dry.
This is the approaches to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Green marks and breaking water, that's all we've seen. And this is a clear day. It wasn't always foggy, sometimes it rained. We've been doing 6 to 9 or 10 knots, and you know the fishing boats are doing the same speed, coming at you the other way. So it's been one on watch up here, and one on radar watch. And do you like the oilskins? These haven't been out of the cupboard since I think Tasmania. Just like Scotland. And guess what genius has rented a motorbike for the next 2 weeks? Seemed like a good idea at the time. It wasn't all fog, we did get some lovely sailing and some lovely sunny days. And then made it up towards our destination, Halifax. Welcome to West Loch Tarbert. Oh no, it's not. It's Halifax, Nova Scotia. It just looks the same. Although Tarbert doesn't have just so many fancy houses. But it does have a surfeit of pubs. No, you definitely don't get this in Tarbert. You get the rain, and that's the Royal Nova Scotia Yacht Squadron in these porta-cabins over there. What? Don't much fancy clipping the hedges in that one. Houses sprouting up everywhere. And there's some old money and some new money. Or is it a Holiday Inn? And this is downtown Halifax. This is where the Atlantic convoys used to gather in World War II. And look at the state of my decks. Just can't get the staff. The Halifax transit ferries. Hard to tell which way they're going. Well, we've done the US Navy, so we thought we might as well do the Canadian Navy. Like they're anti-foul. I thought we were done with bridges. The Grey House was the first house built in Lunenburg, 200 years old. And then they probably got weaving. Oh, umbrella shake. For the architects on Stuart, well, Russell, this is a feature that's unique to Lunenburg. The 5-windowed dormer overhanging the front door. Fancy that? Make that 4 windows. And this one's the Central United Church. I think they could maybe field a good football team. And look, another corner, another church. And the Lunenburg Town Hall, made out of that newfangled brick stuff.
Stuart, sorry.
And that's a Volkswagen that nearly ran me down in the interest of this video. And if you didn't like this particular religion, you could always just nip down the road to the next church. Everywhere you look in Nova Scotia, there's churches. And all made of wood, too.
Weren't we the lucky ones? 2 weeks of blazing sunshine while we were camping and motorbiking around Nova Scotia, and now the weather has returned to normal.
The coastline is dotted with inlets and little harbours, showing off its strong fishing and shipbuilding communities. All very pretty. Nova Scotia wasn't all fog and rain. We had some beautiful days, especially when we were out on the bike. And we even had time for a party with Herco and Elvira, Henk and Bunny. They're on Tiama. Have a look at their website. That's some resume, I'll tell you. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for the great Nova Scotian bike trip. In a tent. You gotta see that. And last thing, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We really do need the numbers.